Algebra students, we're back in section 6.5. We just got finished learning how to add and subtract polynomials. And I emphasize to you, you cannot change an exponent until you're multiplying. Well, guess what, guys? We are finally multiplying, so these exponents are going to begin to change. Now, in this first example, when we multiply monomials together, you're going to notice that we're going to use this rule that we learned a couple of sections ago. If you multiply the same base times another base that's just like it, then you're going to add the two exponents together. And that's really key. Add the exponents, okay? So let's take a look at letter A together. We've got 5x squared times 4x cubed. Now 5 times 4, when you do the coefficients, you're just going to multiply 5 times 4 together and get 20. But when you do x squared times x to the third, remember, base times base, you're going to add those exponents together. And so 2 plus 3 is 5. And there you go. That is simplified for letter A. That is the answer. Let's look at letter B. Again, let's do the coefficients. We've got negative 3 times positive 4. Negative 3 times positive 4 is negative 12. Look at the x's. I've got x cubed times x. Now x, that second x, does have an exponent on it. We don't see it, but we understand it to be a 1. So add those exponents together, and you're going to get x to the 4th power. All right, but we're still not done. We still have y's to do. So we've got y squared times y to the 5th. Base times base, we're going to add those exponents together, and that'll give us y to the 7th. Looks great. Cannot do any better than that. That's very, very simplified. All right, let's look at letter C. This time, we've got 3 monomials that we're multiplying together. So we'll just take it one at a time. I've got 1/2. Now, there isn't a coefficient here, but remember, it's understood to be a 1. So I've got 1/2 times 1, that's 1/2. 1/2 times 6 is 3. Now let's go to the a's. A cubed times a squared. Those are the only 2 a's that are there. So add those exponents together. 3 plus 2 is 5. Good job. And then we've got b and b squared. Remember, b has a 1 on it, so don't forget 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we've got a little Lone Ranger there. Nobody to add its exponent to, so we'll drop it down. Okay, there's no other c there, so we'll just drop the c squared down. You normally want to keep it alphabetically, and you want to put your coefficient first. That's why the 3 came first. And then I just did a to the 5th, b to the 3rd, c to the 2nd. A, B, C, just like we would see it in the alphabet. Okay, let's look at D. 3 times 6, and that's 18. X cubed times x squared, base times base, add those exponents together, and there you go. It's 18x to the 5th. I think you're catching on. So I'm going to leave the last 2 for you for extra credit. So give it your best shot. No reason not to try. It never penalizes you to try. It only benefits you to give the effort. All right, so base times base, add those exponents.